As spoken beside the long table, where tools and stars lie together, the wizard did not begin by building castles or machines. He began by fixing broken things. A cracked hinge. A silent instrument. A door that once opened, then forgot how. And the wizard noticed something curious. Most things did not fail because they were weak. They failed because no one remembered how they were meant to be cared for. So he gathered his apprentices and spoke. The first law. Nothing is finished until it can be repaired. Never call a thing complete, the wizard said, if the one who inherits it cannot understand it. A machine that cannot be opened is a secret waiting to become a curse. A structure that cannot be inspected is a promise that cannot be kept. So the wizard taught. Let the workings be visible, let the where reveal itself, let the truth of the object be seen at a glance, for hidden failure is worse than honest weakness. The second law. Zero defects means no surprises. The apprentices spoke of perfection. The wizard laughed. Perfection is for stories, he said. Survivability is for reality. He carved the rule into the bench. A flaw may exist, but it must never hide. If something breaks, let it break clearly, let it signal its distress, let it fail gently before it fails finally. A thing that dies silently takes others with it. The third law. Build for the next pair of hands. The wizard watched many builders fail, not for lack of skill, but for lack of mercy. They built for themselves alone. So he declared, you are not the final owner of anything you make. Therefore, use few tools, use familiar fasteners, let disassembly be logical, let reassembly feel inevitable. If a tired hand can fix it in the rain, it is worthy. If it requires genius to service, it is arrogance disguised as brilliance. The fourth law. Replace pieces, not souls. The wizard laid out broken machines on the floor. See, he said, they mourn the wrong things. He separated them into piles. Parts that wear, parts that think, parts that endure, and he taught. Never sacrifice the whole for the sake of a part. Let the worn be replaced. Let the thinking be upgraded. Let the enduring remain. That is how a thing lives longer than its maker. The fifth law. Every ending is a beginning in disguise. Beyond the workshop was a quiet place where old things went. Not a graveyard, a threshold. The wizard spoke softly here. When a thing can no longer serve, he said, it must still teach. So every object carried within it a map of its own undoing, a memory of what it was made from, a promise of what it could become again. Nothing was called waste. Only unreturned material. The sixth law. All things speak the same language at last. The wizard brought forth the blocks. Simple. Repeating. Interlocking. Civilizations fall, he said, when everything becomes unique. So he taught the common language of making. The same holes, the same voltages, the same connectors, the same rhythms. A door from one village could fit a house in another. A tool from the past could still serve the future. Standardization is not limitation. It is cooperation across time. The seventh law. Write it down for those not yet born in the great library. The wizard placed not spells, but instructions. Clear ones. How to use it, how to inspect it, how to fix it, how to take it apart, what to do when it is done. Stories inspire, he said. But instructions resurrect, and so the knowledge survived fires, floods, and forgetting. The final law. Build as if you will be remembered. When the apprentices asked how long their works should last, the wizard answered, as long as they are loved. But he added quietly, build as if someone 1,000 years from now will thank you for your restraint. Do not impress the present at the expense of the future. Do not trade longevity for speed. Do not confuse cleverness with wisdom. The wizard closed the book and said, machines are teachers. Buildings are promises. Cities are agreements between generations. What you build, he concluded, build so it may be understood, forgiven, repaired, and reborn. Then he returned to fixing a hinge. Epilogue. For those who find this later. If you are reading this and the world feels broken, start small. Fix one thing so well that it teaches the next person how. That is how civilizations are rebuilt. Global Robotics Corporation Interplanetary Trading Company Robert Coley.